Hi everybody, thanks for watching Access Hockey MI. Today we're going to talk about 3 defensemen on the Grand Rapids Griffins team who have, we're going to talk about some of their improvements, some things that we have seen them do consistently that maybe need changing, and just kind of where they are from when we first got them to now. So Rachel, why don't you start us off?
Filip Hronek is kind of a hot topic with the recent reassignment of Cholowski, and Hronek just recently got recalled to Detroit. There's been a lot of chatter about him, which goes without saying how big of a player he is. His rookie season, he tied the Grand Rapids Griffins record set by Robbie Russo, 39 points for a defenseman in a rookie season.
In 67 games.
In 67 games, and that's incredible to do that as a defenseman. He has a very offensive mind, which is something that I think Detroit needs. Especially for the defensemen and the way that the game is going for D-men. This season, he's already got 23 points in 28 games. He's been assigned to Detroit a few times this season, so his game count's a little lower. But Hronek has an incredibly sharp offensive mind. He can create a rush, and as a defenseman, to be able to get from one end to the other and create those opportunities and then get back and defend adequately is pretty impressive.
We've noticed he uses the boards a lot for passing and just getting plays going. He's also someone on the power play who is a consistent shooter. Yeah. And I don't think that is seen a ton from a defenseman, but when you see there was one game recently, he scored 2 goals in a minute and a half, I think it was. Yeah. It was really and we were down 1-0 and ended up winning.
Huge, It
was a huge win. Game. And you can trust him on the ice, and that's something that I know we talk about a lot. I know we're just analysts of sorts, but when we're talking, you have to trust the players, and he's definitely one of those.
He gets a lot of ice time for a defenseman.
Which shows, because he's recalled to Detroit, and I think that he can produce. And did you say he had 10 points?
Yeah, he's got 10 points right now with his recall to Detroit, and I believe it was about 28 games in the 20s. So, and it's not including what he's going to play now. So it was kind of, everyone saw the writing on the wall when Cholowski was sent down there.
Yeah, and to be a regular line guy and a power play defenseman is a pretty big deal. The next one is Joe Hicketts. We talk about him all the time. We're really impressed with him just because of everything that he has been doing for the Griffins. He was undrafted and he was signed in 16-17. His first season with the Griffins, he had 34 points in 70 games, which is great, almost to that 39 record. Yeah, almost there. Could have made it, I'm sure. He kind of dwindled a little bit last season, the 17-18 season, when we won the Calder Cup.
No, we won it in 16-17.
Yeah, 16-17. Yep. Sorry about that.
So, they all get kind of meshed together.
I feel like we just won it. I know. I always feel that way.
We'll win it again.
Yeah, so he had 12 points in 17-18, and currently he has got 15 points as of the 15th of February, and that's in 43 games. He's got 15 points. So his pointage, I think that's one thing that could be said about him. He is a big leader on the ice. He isn't always going to pick up those points, but he's still a solid line.
He's a grinder.
Yeah, he's a solid line guy, and I think that's also something that's great. But the leadership on the ice is such a big deal because you don't always have the biggest point producers, but especially for a defenseman, I mean,
defensemen aren't expected to produce a ton of points. When they do, it's almost rare. But Joe, he's always there at the crease to defend his goalie. He's always there blocking shots. He's always got the good stick right out front, and he's always the one pounding along the boards.
I'm always impressed at how effortless it looks for him to keep the puck in the zone. He just does the craziest things.
He literally squeezes through the offense.
It's amazing, but who's the third?
We got Vili Saarijarvi. Saarjiarvi has, last year was his rookie season. He was a crowd favorite instantly. Everyone just loved him. He was drafted in 2015, third round, 73rd overall. So unlike Joe, he is drafted, and Hronek was also a drafted player. Vili is... He's not a huge producer. Again, he's a defenseman, but he does have an offensive mind.
His skating.
He's got the most
incredible.
I would say, how would you describe his skating?
It's smooth.
Like if his skating were speech, it'd be eloquent.
It's very smooth skating. Yeah. It's unreal. He can catch up to some of the fastest guys. He can, and he uses his body really well when defending. And I think that's just great. He's really consistent in the point production area.
He is. He's got, 11 points last season in 42 games, 11 points this season so far in skating in 51 games so far. And he's always on the ice, and when he is making plays, he's not afraid to get into those. And he's a smaller guy too, and he's not afraid to get in those positions where he is battling against bigger guys, and his puck handling is just pristine.
I know that at the beginning of the season, our chemistry on the team wasn't quite there, and I think a lot of the success so far this season has been because our defensemen they're getting that chemistry together, and I think that's really important.
Their styles are really meshing. Coach has done a great job, I think, of matching those defensive pairings with the leadership and the rookies, and now it's really hard to tell who's the rookie.
Yeah, and I think all these guys, so Filip Hronek, Joe Hicketts, Vili Saarijarvi, all ones to watch, and clearly Hronek with the Red Wings.
Especially if we get closer to the playoffs and with guys getting pulled and stuff.
Yeah, playoff push. I mean, that's going to be huge, and I think that's something that is going to help us is if our defense gets a little more offensive with, scoring goals, getting points. So I'm excited to see coming into this playoff push and coming into the playoffs to see how much further we can go.
Not many games left now.
Right.
We're getting really close. And we do have a previous video discussing some of the veteran leaders like McElrath and Lashoff, so definitely check that out because these guys are often paired with them, and it's worth knowing about what they are and what they bring to the team.
I think Saarjiarvi mostly has been paired with Lashoff just because of Lashoff's ability to teach and to...
He's so patient.
I just feel like he's a great guy to learn from, him and McElrath, and I think that it's going to go really well in the playoffs.
We can gush again about
that. I think we're going to do really well this season in the playoffs and hopefully get another Calder. So, that's what we think. So, comment below, share this video, watch all of our other videos. Thanks for watching this video, and have a great day. I always say that.
It's all right.